Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. I'd like to start this video by giving all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Achakwadash. Double honors unto my teachers, the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Peace, salutations, and blessing unto the hopeful elect, those who are keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their abilities, waiting upon Yahushai to come and deliver us from this wicked kingdom, and pushing forth the word whether people hear or forbear, all right, doing the work as it is expected of us as servants of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. All right, this is another segment of similitudes in the last days, and it's pertaining to 1 King chapter 17. So we're gonna run through it, and Lord willing, this will be edifying. All right, so let's get started with 1 King 17 and 1. Elijah the Tishbite, who was an inhabitant of Gilead, said unto Ahab, As the Lord power of Israel liveth, before whom I stand, there shall no dew nor rain these years be according to my word. So again, Elijah came and told the king Ahab a prophecy that was going to happen, that no rain was gonna fall upon the land for years. Okay, and again, it's not for nothing that it happened. Okay, the Lord will not punish anyone for no reason. And again, he tells you, he shows you why you deserve to be punished. At the end of the day, as it says, I will bear the indignation of the Lord, for I have sinned against my power. Roughly paraphrasing. So when you go in the chapter before, in chapter 16, and I'll start at 29, 1 Kings 16 and 29, and it reads, And in the 30th and 8th year of Asa, king of Judah, began Ahab, the son of Omri, to reign over Israel. And Ahab, the son of Omri, reigned over Israel in Samaria 22 years. And Ahab, the son of Omri, did evil in the sight of the Lord above all that were before him. Okay, so that's the reason why there was no rain falling upon the land of Israel, upon the kingdom of Israel for years, man. According to the words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai that he spoke by Eli, okay, Elijah, okay. So it says here, and it came to pass as if it had been a light thing for him to walk in the sins of Jeroboam the son of Nebat, that he took to wife Jezebel, the daughter of Ethbaal, king of the Zidonians, and went and served Baal and worshipped him, and reared up an altar for Baal in the house of Baal, which he built in Samaria. And Ahab made a grove, and Ahab did more to provoke the Lord power of Israel to anger than all the kings of Israel that were before him. So again, he did worse than any other king of Israel, and they were wicked, starting with Jeroboam, his sons, and the other kings afterwards. But again, Ahab did worse than any king of Israel, okay, by building up that altar for Baal, doing all these abominable things, man. In the days did Hiel, no, and that's about yeah, and that's basically it. So he did worse than all the other kings that were before him, okay, and that's why the Lord decided to punish the whole land without rain, okay. So back to 1 Kings 17 and 2. And the word of the Lord came unto him, saying, Get thee hence, and turn thee eastward, and hide thyself in the brook of Cherith, that is before Jordan. And it shall be that thou shalt drink of the brook, and I have commanded the ravens to feed thee there. So he went and did according to the word of the Lord. For he went and dwelt by the brook of Cherith, that was before Jordan. So again, the Lord can do miracles, man. You're gonna see that's the perspective of the similitudes of the last day. In the same way that these ravens they fed Elijah, in the same way that the Lord has prepared for us to be delivered from famine, as it is written. And I'm gonna bring it out. I'm gonna go into it, but just to finish this up, verse 5. So he went and did according to the words of the Lord, for he went and dwelt at the brook of Cherith, that is before Jordan. And the raven brought him bread and flesh in the morning, and bread and flesh in the evening, and he drank of the brook. So again, he was preserved. So while other people were suffering the consequences of a lack of rain, the crops dying, not having enough food, because a lack of rain leads on to famine, because you need rain for the crops to grow. Okay, and how much more when it's years without rain, man. It ends up hitting you, man. Okay, so again, it says here in Isaiah 65:13, therefore thus said the Lord power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Those that are not protected by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai in the times of destruction will be hungry. While the servants of the Lord, those that put their faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that did what was expected of them as faithful and wise servants, they will eat. Okay? Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. And again, bringing it back to the time of Elijah, he was eating, he was drinking. Okay? He was good in those times, and the Lord preserved him. Okay? A bird came and fed him twice a day, man. Okay? Like clockwork, man. He never missed a meal pertaining to the when it pertaining to that time. Okay, because the Lord commanded that bird to feed him. Okay, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. Okay, it says here, Proverbs 10:2, treasures of wickedness profit nothing. So again, all those groves that Ahab had built a temple for Baal, and Baal couldn't deliver him from the famine. Okay, Ahab was suffering just as the regular person. Okay, the king unto the lowly, unto the peasants of that time, they were all suffering. Okay, except for Elijah and the Lord and those that the Lord protected. Okay, so again, the treasures of wickedness profit nothing, because at the end of the day, Baal can deliver Ahab out of that situation. Okay, but righteousness deliver it from death. And again, Elijah was the perfect example, being fed by a raven twice a day and having water to drink. Man, he wasn't worried about the famine like everyone else around him. Okay, the Lord will not suffer the soul of the righteous to famish, but he casteth away the substance of the wicked. All right. So again, the Lord has his eyes to protect those that fear him. Okay. So it says here in 1 Kings 17:7, and it came to pass after a while that the brook dried up, because there had been no rain in the land. Okay. And the word of the Lord came unto him, saying, arise, get thee to Zarephath, which belongeth to Zidon, and dwell there. Behold, I commanded a widow woman there to sustain thee. Okay, so again, the Lord, the same way that the Lord put a spirit in the raven to feed Elijah, he put a spirit on that woman, on that widow, to feed Elijah. Okay, so it says here, so he arose and went to Zarephath. So again, as soon as the word came unto Elijah, he got up and did according to the will of the Lord, man. He wasn't bulking up like, you sent me here, like there's no more water, this and that. He wasn't showing any doubt. He just moved. The Spirit told him to go that way. He went that way, man. And that's something that we have to practice. That's something that we have to increase. Especially for the times to come, we have to be able to walk in the Spirit, to be guided and knowing, to be able to differentiate when it's the Spirit of truth speaking, when it's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai speaking unto you, or when it's a different voice, when it's like Satan speaking to you. You have to be able to discern. Okay, because in the times to come, man, being able to walk in the Spirit is gonna make a big difference, man. All right. Gonna make a big difference, man. One situation can lead you behind in the back of a truck, heading somewhere you don't want to be, man. Or it can lead you to end up finding a bunker full of food, man. Okay, so again, you have to learn in this time. While we have time to during this grace period, we have to be more in tune with the Spirit and be able to hearken unto the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, being able to perceive when it's the Spirit guiding you. Okay. So again, it says here, so he arose and went to Zarephath, and when he came to the gate of the city, behold, the widow woman was there gathering of sticks. And he called her and said, fetch me, I pray thee, a little water in a vessel that I may drink. And she was going to fetch it, and he called to her and said, bring me, I pray thee, a morsel of bread in thine hand. And she said, As the Lord thy power liveth, I have no cake, but I have a handful of meal in a barrel, and a little oil in a cruse. And behold, I am gathering 2 sticks that I may go in and dress it for me and my son, that we may eat and die. That was her mentality, man. She's gathering sticks for her last meal and just be ready to die, man. That's how bad the famine was in that time, man. At that, she was ready to die, her and her son, man. She thought it was over for her, man. Okay? And Elijah said unto her, Fear not. Again, the Lord did not give us the spirit of fear, man. And then again, that's that wisdom and stability, man. That's you knowing that the Lord is dealing with you, man. Okay? Because he already been through the situation where he saw the raven every day coming and giving him food, giving him bread, giving him meat twice a day, man. He went to that period, so he's walking according to faith now, man. He's not doubting. Elijah was not doubting in that time, man. So he's telling that woman, fear not. Go and do as I tell thee. So like go and do as thou hast said, but make me thereof a little cake first, and bring it unto me, and after make for thee and thy son. For thus saith the Lord power of Israel, the barrel of meal shall not waste, neither shall the curse of oil fail, until the day that the Lord sendeth rain upon the earth. Okay? And she went and did according to the sayings of Elijah. And she and he and her house did eat many days. They ate many days, man. Okay? Because you have to really put that in perspective. She was, in her mind, she was going to cook her last meal for her and her son and die. That was the plan. I'm gathering sticks so I can make my last meal, and afterwards me and my son, we can die, man. Okay, that was the mentality. But it says what? They did eat many days, man. And that's a miracle. That's the Lord working for the righteous, man. As it says, He will not suffer the souls of the righteous to famish, man. The Lord can make a way out of no way, man. Okay? That's why you have to have faith, man. Without faith, it is impossible to please the Lord. And again, just as Elijah said, he said, "What? Fear not, man." According to the words of Yahweh Bashum Yahushai, we won't lack anything, man. Everything will be good for us, man. According to the words of the Lord. Okay? And the barrel of meal wasted not, neither did the curse of oil fail, according to the words of the Lord which he spake by Elijah. Okay? So again, it says here in Psalms 33 and 18, Behold, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him, and them that hope in his mercy, to deliver their souls from death, and to keep them alive in famine. Was not Elijah kept alive in famine? Was not that widow and her son kept alive in that famine? Yes, man. Okay? And again, it says here in Job 5 and 19, He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yet in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. Okay? Because why? The Lord is protecting you. But it's not the same for these other people that rejected the Lord. They have no mind. They have no thought to seek after the Lord, man. Okay? For them, they're going to be through. They're going to be left to the elements, man. Okay? It says here, In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourges of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. Fear thy not. Okay? The Lord did not give us a spirit of fear, man. We're actually going to rejoice at destruction. As it says, at destruction and famine, thou shalt laugh. Okay? We're going to be laughing. We're going to rejoice, man. As it says, my servant shall laugh, shall rejoice with exceeding joy, man. Roughly paraphrasing. Okay? Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beast of the earth. Just as we said, the raven, okay? Elijah wasn't afraid of that raven, man. The raven was coming to feed him. He was happy, man. Okay? You see? And again, it's all because the Lord was behind all that, man. The Lord commanded that raven to go and feed Elijah twice a day, man. Okay? So, and who knows? Maybe that raven went and stole that bread from one of the wicked. Okay, he stole that bread each and every day, twice a day. He stole bread from one of the wicked and came and gave it to Elijah. Okay, as it says, he casted away the substance of the wicked. Okay, let me bring that out one last time. Okay, it says what? Proverbs 10 and 3, the Lord will not suffer the souls of the righteous to famish, but he casted away the substance of the wicked. Okay, so again, and again, that might be judgment for the fact that a raven each day finds someone that has bread. He goes and grabs that bread twice a day, Okay, twice a day he goes and takes away bread from individuals and grabs them and brings it to Elijah. Okay, because at the end of the day, the bread, the bread did not bake that bread. But regardless of how the Lord did it, it's not written where that bird went and found the bread. But I'm just, I speak as a man. I'm seeing that bird flying around through Israel, and he finds that one bread laying there. And that wicked man preparing the bread, being ready to eat it. He goes back to grab some water. He comes back. The bread is gone. The bread is gone. The meat is gone. And guess what? Elijah, that was set up to be given unto Elijah. And I'm just thinking like that. It's kind of funny. But hey, the Lord can make a way out of no way, man. You don't know where that bird went and grabbed that bread, man. And it said twice a day, man. That bird wasn't chefing it up, man. You know. But again, it says here, and again, that's the being. We will not be afraid of the beasts of the earth, and will be in league with the beasts of the earth, man. All right. So the Lord will put a spirit in these animals to be at peace with us, man. But these other people, man, they'll see them as targets. Okay. They won't be at peace with them. You might be, if you're walking in the fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, if you're deemed as one of His worthy servants, you might be able to pet a tiger, pet a lion in those days. But let an Edomite try to pet that lion, man. Okay, he'll get his head chopped off, man. Okay, so it says here in Isaiah 13 and 11, I will punish the world for their evil. So again, that all goes back to and again, we live in the time of in the proud times. We're living in a wicked world, man. Okay, because the earth is given unto the hands of the wicked. Gross darkness has covered the earth, and gross darkness the people. Okay, I've seen the wicked as a green bay tree. Okay, spreading their evil all over the world, man. Okay, so again, it says here, I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold. Those are the men of the Lord. Those that are walking according to the wisdom and knowledge that comes from Yahweh by Hashem Shai. Okay. I will make them more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of a fear. And that woman, when she Salakia, and that woman, when she stayed, when Elijah, when she allowed Elijah to stay with them, she in her mind, that was going through her mind, man. I'm so lucky that this man of the Lord came to sojourn with me, because now that he's here, I'm eating. I'm being preserved from this evil famine that's upon the land. Me, I'm eating. My son is eating. Everything is well. Okay, okay. So that's why that man was precious. Okay, and that's why even pertaining to Isaiah 4:1, man. In those times, these women are gonna understand and acknowledge the preciousness, the value of a man of the Lord. Okay, because at this time, man, they have their pleasures in the world, man. They don't need. It says this world is set up for the woman not to believe that she doesn't need a man. Okay, but in the times of destruction, in the time of famine, in the time of death and destruction, they're gonna have to acknowledge that, yo, man, we went off. We need to find that one guy that has this knowledge, because again, we will not be moving in the spirit of fear. Mighty men, valiant men. Okay, will be walking will be like women, like bitches in those days, man. Okay, they're gonna be through. Okay, not be able to make rational decisions, because they're not they're not in the right mindset. Just the fact of seeing that destruction, the chaos, everyone's gonna break. Everyone will have that breaking point. But the men of the Lord and the women of the Lord that serve Him in truth and sincerity, we're gonna be stable, because this is the days that the days of evil are the days that we're looking for, man. Okay. So again, the Lord will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedges of a fear. And again, it's speaking of a man of the Lord, man. The man of the man of the Lord are gonna be walking with a different kind of confidence in those days, man. And these women are gonna see it. The other people are gonna see it, man. Okay, and they will want to be attached unto you, because you, just as that woman, that woman was eating not because of herself, but because Elijah was there, because he was being protected from the Lord. Okay, So again, the same way that we're going to be protected, Lord willing, we're a part of that number. We're going to be protected in the days of darkness. The woman, the people around us will desire to be around us just for that purpose, the purpose of survival. To be with us will be the same thing as assuring their survival in the time of darkness. Okay. So it says here in Isaiah 33 and 6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time and the strength of salvation. The strength of salvation, man. With this wisdom and knowledge, you will be able to obtain salvation, man. And this is what all these other people in the world will be looking for. Okay, in the time of Jacob's trouble, in the time of famine of the word, we'll have the understanding, we'll have the knowledge. Lord willing, we're part of that number, and we're not a part of those that turn back to the world, man. Okay. But again, we're gonna have this understanding, and it's gonna put us above all these other people. Why? Because the Lord is gonna be dealing with us, man. The Lord is gonna protect us, and again, like I said, practicing and being in tune with the Spirit, being able to make wise and rational decisions in that time, man. That's something that these people will not be able to do, man. They're gonna be bugging out, man. All right. So again, the strength of wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time and the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Okay, we don't fear what's happening in the world, but we're fearing Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai. We're walking in the fear of the Lord. We're walking after the law, statutes, and commandments, walking after righteousness, walking after Yahweh Shai, and that is what's going to lead us into life everlasting. And that's our faith. That's our hope. All right. So back to 1 Kings 17 and 16. And the barrel of meal wasted not, neither did the curse of oil fail, according to the word of the Lord which he spake by Elijah. So again, all these things were happening because of Elijah, not because of the woman, not because of the son, but because the Lord was taking care of Elijah. The Lord was protecting Elijah. Okay. And it came to pass after these things that the son of the woman, the mistress of the house, fell sick, and the sickness was so sore that there was no breath left in him, so he died. Okay. And she said unto Elijah, what have I to do with thee, O thou man of the Most High? Art thou come unto me to call my sins to remembrance, and to slay my son? And he said unto her, give me thy son. And he took him out of her bosom, and carried him up into a loft, where he abode. And he laid him upon his own bed. And he cried unto the Lord, and said, O Lord, my power, how hast thou brought evil upon the widow with whom I sojourn, by slaying her son? And he stretched himself upon the child 3 times, and cried unto the Lord, and said, O Lord, my power, I pray thee, let this child's soul come unto him again. And the Lord heard the voice of Elijah, and the soul of the child came unto him again, and he revived. So that in itself is a miracle. Okay, the Lord in the times of Jacob's trouble, in the time of evil, the Lord might put a spirit in you to be able to have spiritual powers, man. Okay, you might be the one to deliver another brother. You might be the one to deliver you might be surrounded with guns pointing at you, and then you end up disappearing. You know, you might be able to fight back. The Lord might give you that Samsung strength. Okay, in those times, man. All right. So again, it says here in Isaiah 33 and 2. And a man shall be a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as a river of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. So again, Elijah was representing all these things unto that woman. Okay, a river of water in a dry place. Again, they were going in a famine because there was no rain. But again, she was sustained because she ate every day. She ate every day. She drank every day, man. She wasn't worried like these other people. In the city, there must have been a lot of chaos. Okay, because the people didn't eat for years, man. It's like there wasn't no rain for years, man. You know there was chaos. You know there was a lot of crime. You know there was a lot of evils happening in the city. You know, but again, because Elijah was with that woman, she was being preserved, not for her sake, but for Elijah's sake, for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai's sake, because Elijah was serving the Lord. Okay. And that again, that's what these women are gonna acknowledge in the times to come. That I'd rather be with a man of the Lord than to be alone and defenseless in the world. They're gonna acknowledge that, man. But again, if you're in the world right now, man, you should try to seek for a man of the Lord. Or if not, man, you pray for the Lord to bring you into contact with a man of the Lord. All right. Because at the end of the day, man, if you're by yourself, but even if you're with a man right now, you should stick by his side, man. You should reverence him as if as unto the Lord, and the Lord may have mercy on you just because of that, because that in itself is a work. All right, submit unto your husbands as unto the Lord, man. That's what the Lord is expecting of you, woman. Okay, but if you're single and you're out there, man, you better find yourself a man, unless you be destroyed. Unless you have to face all that adversity that's about to come by yourself, man. All right. So again, a man shall be a hiding place from the wind. Again, the man of the Lord, and a covert from the tempest, as a river of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. So again, me being with the man of the Lord is the same thing as a as salvation, in a sense. Being with a man of the Lord will be equal as salvation. Being with the man of the Lord will be a defense against the evil times, man. All right, but again, you have to be walking with faith. Okay, and again, the Lord is going to do a lot of miracles in the days to come. It says here in Matthew 10 and 40, he that receiveth me, and he that receiveth you, receiveth me. And he that receiveth me, him, receiveth him that sent me. So again, by that woman receiving Elijah, she was receiving Yahweh Shai. And by receiving Yahweh Shai, she was receiving Yahweh in her house. Okay, that's the chain of command. Okay, by these people doing good unto us, it's as if they're doing good unto the Lord, man, and they will receive a reward. As it says, he that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward. And he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man reward. And whoever shall give to drink unto one of these little ones a cup of cold water only in the name of a disciple, verily I say unto you, he shall in no wise lose his reward. Okay, and in that time, what was the reward? His son, the son of that widow woman, died, and through the prayers of Elijah, the son was revived. Okay, he came back into life, and that's a miracle in itself, right? And it says here, John 14 and 20, verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do, I shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. What? Let me read that again. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth in me, the works that I do shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. So that means that the Lord is already telling you. It's like a foreshadowing. It's like a foreshadowing telling us that in the days to come, the Lord it's possible that the Lord gives spiritual powers unto his men, okay, to deliver them out of certain situations, or to even push forth, even the fact to make people acknowledge, the people around you acknowledge that there is a power, man. Because when you're going to have that power, you're not going to glorify yourself, you're going to glorify Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. First off, okay, you're not gonna glorify in the fact, oh yeah, now I have a fire, I can play with fire now, I can conjure up fire from my thoughts. No, man, you're gonna say, oh, call halalam Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, because you delivered me out of hell. Okay, it says here, and whatsoever ye shall ask in my name, that will I do, and that the Father may be glorified in the Son. So again, that all goes to the fact that Yahweh has to be glorified through the Son, through the fact that he did these things for us. Okay, at the end of the day, Elijah is not the one being glorified. Okay, for bringing back that for reviving the son, because he asked unto the Father to do these things. Elijah only asked in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. He didn't do it. It wasn't his own power that made the spirit come back. He asked the Father. Okay, it wasn't his power that made the raven come and feed him. It was the Lord. It wasn't his power that made the curse of oil and the meal never fail. It was the Lord. At the end of the day, all these things that we're gonna do is because of the Lord, man. Okay, the Lord is gonna be the source of our blessing. Okay. It says here, if ye shall ask anything in my name, I will do it. So again, that's spiritual powers in itself. The fact that we can ask for salvation, the way that we can ask for the deliverance, protection in the days of evil. Okay, that we can ask for repentance, that we can ask for whatever you want to ask for the Lord according to the Spirit. Okay, you're not going to ask for a Bugatti in the time of destruction. That's not really expedient. You're not going to ask for $10,000 in the time when when the digital currency is in place. What's that $10,000 going to do for you? You're going to use it to wipe your ass. So at the end of the day, you got to use it according to the Spirit. And again, the Lord can make miracles, man. It tells us that greater works than these shall ye do. So let's go into a few works. I got two works that Yahushua did just to show you how great those works were, and how and the fact that he told us that we're gonna do greater in that time. Okay, so it says here in Matthew 14 and 15, and it came to pass. So like, and when it was evening, his disciples came to him saying, "This is a desert place, and the time is now past. Send the multitude away, that they may go into the village and buy themselves victual." But Yahushua said unto them, "They need not to depart. Give them to eat." And they said unto him, "We have here but 5 loaves and 2 fish." And he said, "Bring them hither to me." And he commanded the multitude to sit down on the grass, and took the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, and looked upon the heaven, and he blessed and brake, and gave the loaves to his disciples, and his disciples to the multitude. And they did all eat. Okay, that's another miracle. Just the same way that Elijah and that woman and her son were able to eat many days from something that was supposed to last one last meal. They ate many days. That's a miracle, man. Okay, the same way that Yahushua is feeding that great multitude with only 5 loaves and 2 fish. Okay, and they all ate, and they all ate, and they all ate, man, and were filled. They didn't just eat and then, okay, just a taste. No, they were filled, man. Okay, and they took up from the fragment that remained 12 basket full. Okay, and they had eaten, and they that had eaten were 5,000 men, besides women and children. So there were more. Okay, he said there's 5,000 men besides women and children. So you're not even counting the women and the children that were there. But again, they were all fed, and they were all filled. Okay, and they still had some left over, man, from 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. Okay, that's crazy, man. And again, yo, the Lord might make the Lord might make it possible for you to overextend the meal, man. The same way that He did for Elijah, man. The Lord might make it possible that you have one bottle of Esca, but that one bottle of Esca will last you for a whole month, man. And you're drinking, man. You're good, man. It doesn't end, okay? Call Halalam Yahweh Shem Yahshua, because He can do these things, man. He's all powerful. He's the highest. He can make things happen for those that serve Him, those that do what is pleasing unto Him. The Lord can make things happen for you, man. That's our hope, our assurance that the Lord can make things happen, man. Where there's no way, the Lord can make a way, man. All right. You see, because because the disciples were thinking carnally. They said, "Yo, we only have 5 loaves and 2 fish. How are we gonna feed all that great multitude?" The Lord said, "Yo, tell them to sit down and watch me go to work." Okay, that's the mindset that we're supposed to have in the days to come, man. Okay, just watch what the Lord will do for us, man. Don't worry about what's in front of you. Just focus on the Spirit. Okay. So again, it says here in Matthew 15 and 29, "And Yahushua departed from thence, and came nigh unto the Sea of Galilee, and went up into a mountain, and sat down. And a great multitude came unto him, having with them those that were lame, blind, dumb, maimed, and many others, and cast them down at Yahushua's feet, and he healed them, insomuch that the multitude wondered. And when they saw the dumb speak, the maimed to behold, the lame to walk, and the blind to see, and they glorified the Most High, the power of Israel." So again, they glorified the power of Israel. So at the same time, when we're gonna have those spiritual powers, pray the Lord, we pray that we're part of that number that might have that spiritual powers. Okay, you know, they have the opportunity to do all these miracles, man. We pray to the Lord. But at the end of the day, it's for the Lord to be glorified, not for ourselves. It's not for vainglory. It's for the Lord to be magnified, His name to be exalted. Okay? It says here in Matthew 10 and 1, "And when He had called unto Him His 12 disciples, He gave them power against unclean spirits to cast them out, and to heal all manner of sickness." The same way as it says, the blind, the lame, the dumb, the crippled. Okay, they all got healed, man, and the people glorified the Most High. So the same way that the Lord will give His servants power to cast away evil spirits, and to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of diseases in those times. And again, even the fact that you'll be able to bring people to life, man. Hey, the Lord can do anything, If you want someone to, if the Lord sets it up just as a Elijah moment where someone just passed away, you might be able to pray unto the Lord, and the spirit comes back into the body. Okay, that spirit of that person that just passed away, that spirit might just return, man. Don't take it far fetched. Don't take it too highly that the Lord can make things happen through you. Okay, because in the days to come, the Lord will make it known whom He's dealing with, man. Okay, so it says here in First King 17:22, about to close out. It says here, and the Lord heard the voice of Elijah, and the soul of the child came unto him again, and he revived. Ask unto my father that, and he whatever you ask in my name, the Father will do it. So again, yeah, Elijah prayed unto the Lord, and the Lord heard his prayers. Okay, and then what? The child was revived again, and Elijah took the child and brought him down to the chambers unto the house, and delivered him unto his mother. And Elijah said, See, thy son liveth. And the woman said unto Elijah, Now by this I know that thou art a man of the Most High, and that the word of the Lord in thy mouth are true. Okay, and again, that shows you the stubbornness and the stiff neckness of our people, man. Even after the fact that she was eating, she was being preserved from the evils of famine. That wasn't enough for her to acknowledge that, that the Most High is dealing with Elijah. He had to, his son has to be revived through the will of Yahweh Shemel Shai by Elijah. She had to see her son come back to life to admit that Elijah was a man of the Lord. But again, in the time of Jacob's trouble, in the day of thy power, the people shall be willing. So in the time of destruction, in the time of evil, the people are gonna when all comes when everything else fails, then will these people actually acknowledge and turn back to the Lord, man. Okay, when they exhaust all the other options. Okay, when they can't turn onto Baal, when they can't turn into Muhammad, when they can't turn into Buddha, when they can't turn into whatever else they want to turn to science or to the government, then they're gonna acknowledge that, damn, there is a power, and I fucked up by rejecting him and his people, man, rejecting him and his servants. All right, so it says here in Ezekiel 2:4, for they are impudent children and stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, Thus saith the Lord power, and whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there had been a prophet among them. So after all, just as that woman acknowledged that Elijah was a man of the Lord, at the end of the day, these people were going to acknowledge that, wow, these men that were in the highways and byways with those wearing carpets, with those garments, with the Bible in their hands, screaming out loud, cussing out the white man, cussing out every other people that stopped by, and edifying, bringing out precepts, that these rude guys, that were preaching love, these guys, they were actually right. Okay, when these things come to pass, they're gonna acknowledge that the Lord was dealing with us, man. All right. So that being said, I hope this lesson was edifying. This was a similitude of the last days, pertaining to how in the days of famine the Lord will protect us. In the days of destruction, the Lord might use us to do miracles and to preserve other people, and how these people are gonna acknowledge at the end of the day that the Lord was dealing with us, was always dealing with us, and He's protecting us from the days to come, from the evils that are ahead. All right. So that being said, I hope this lesson was edifying. I like to give our honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Racha, Kodash. Double honors unto my teachers, the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. DTA Baba Ba, Kwam Yashala, Shabbat Shalom, 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 Shalom. Until next lesson, Shalom.